So why now? This is an auspicious time in history for us as a people. I mean, there's been lots of things going on and lots of changes, that more than we have seen in many of our lifetimes. In the past year or so, we've had the challenge of the pandemic. We've had the Black Lives Matter. We've had indigenous children's life matter. We've had all these social issues. So there have been lots of political changes all over the world, globally, in Canada, and especially in Central Alberta. So it's a call to action for many of us, and many of us feel passionate about going in and doing something good for our land. If there is a time that people need to come up and show a willingness to make things better, I think it's now. And I have decided to make this a political journey for myself. It will not be the same for every one of us. There will be people who will take other journeys to make life better for other people, like starting your own non-profit, starting your own business, doing different things, coming up with creative inventions that help make people's lives better. All of this is going on at the same time. But for me, I've chosen this political path on top of my business and career prospects. So why now? Political changes, economic changes are happening every day. We've had a huge challenge in the pandemic. A lot of businesses lost, people closed doors, some people lost employees, and revenue has been really limited. I think the political and economic situation speaks to that. Social issues with the Black Lives Matter, Indigenous Lives Matter, a lot of recent immigrants are calling out, and people need to be heard. I feel that if people need to be heard, they need to have a voice higher up in the political arena. For instance, I've had a friend of mine who shared an adage with me. She said, "You can invite me to the dance, you can invite me to your party," she said, "but that is diversity. But you have not yet included me until you invite me to the dance floor. Until you invite me to the dance, you might as well have not invited me to the party." So I feel that a lot of recent immigrants in Red Deer feel the same way. You have invited us to Red Deer. We have made home here. We've raised our family here. We own our businesses here. But we also need to have a voice here. We need to have a voice that's represented at the higher echelons of power. And that now includes Red Deer Council. So politically, economically, socially, technologically, there's a lot of advancement going on all over the world, a lot of changes. And I feel that with technological advancement and changes, we can be more open to using recent technologies to improving our services, not just the Red Deer services, but helping citizens, not just Red Deer city services, but helping citizens adopt this technological advancement and innovations to help their businesses and their livelihoods and their lives, especially even our seniors and our youth as well. So technologically, that's a huge one. In terms of ecological changes, there's been lots of ecological changes. There are fires, there are global warming. In fact, this past week or so, we've not had this much heat in the history of Canada, this much sustained heat, with the heat wave going on right now. A lot of people have lost their lives to the heat wave, unfortunately in BC especially. I mean, there are things going on, there are changes going on. I feel that we need someone and people in council who will be socially responsible, and if I may say, climatologically responsible as well. So this is part of the reasons I'm running. We're talking economic, we're talking legal changes. A lot of things are changing in the judiciary, in the justice system. We need people who are sensitive to this and who can adopt bearing these changes in mind, to make appropriate bylaws and policies that will help our city move forward and move on. There's also the industrial changes. There are lots of industry changes. People are having to adapt and adopt. the use of staffing and other resources. I mean, these are things that will need to happen even more quickly, and we need a city that is sensitive to this. We need a city that's sensitive to the restaurant industry, to other industries, healthcare and all that that's been affected in one form or the other by this pandemic. So no, this is it's now, and this is why I am running at this time.